it down, gets the mastery, and gets the technical skill along with it, combining it with great neutral, you're going to have one of the best characters in the game, a character that can easily win a major. And Ikan is kind of living proof of that concept.
I mean, he's been tearing it up in bracket. Commentating Ignition sets of his is absolutely insane. I've played him. He tears apart my rhythm.
I need to go back and like clip every single time Ikan has made me scream at the top of my lungs.
All right, well, we're going to FD, something that I'm not sure is too favorable for Ryu. Colorondo's really feeling himself right now, but perhaps Ikan is just trying to get the download using Tatsu, recovering from that. Very nice. Something else, Ryu hits really hard. Inkling Inkling's kind of like mosquito bites over time, right? It just, the damage adds up. But with Ryu, that damage is immediate. You see it immediately and it hits super hard.
In the words of another legendary Ryu player, Shell, that is grown man damage.
Grown man damage. But speaking of grown man damage, that is, I don't know what that was.
That's Squid Game damage.
That's Squid Game damage. Ikan, what happened?
I mean, it's going to be one of those things where he's got to kind of play the patient game. On FD, Inkling does have a lot more control over where you land because Inkling really loves to kind of control the airspace, and if you have no platforms, that gives them a really big avenue to pretty much bully you on the way down as much as they want.
Oh, Ikan kind of losing that interaction, taking 58%. Colorondo's doing a really good job of just kind of walling him out, smacking him away when he can, and he's really just controlling the sides of the stage. His ledge pressure is absolutely insane right now, and Ikan can't really keep up with it.
Yeah, on the ground, he's staying out of a range of sweep, which is good because that's how Ikan gets the bulk of his damage with those sweep into red fireball combos.
That was a nice read, nice damage read there. Oh, but getting right up, dodging all of these Hadoukens.
Yeah, more red fireball placement. That's the one thing that Ikan, I feel, has mastered the most is being able not only just to rip out the red fireball when he needs it, but also controlling the speed to better control his zones.
There we go! Wow! A nice short you can seal out Colorondo's second stock. This is his last stock for game one right now. Ikan really doing well. This has been just
but all it takes is one sweep into red fireball and you're already at 40.
This is turn-based. We're watching an RPG right now. These two have just been going at each other, but right now it is definitely Ikan's turn.
90%. Ikan's got the ledge. Goes for the Jodan Soku to carry. Not quite.
Tatsu's gonna let him get back to stage. Colorondo is not sure what to do. You can see that burst of energy. Ikan knows
that was
that
supposed
it's
to
his turn
show you.
Right now.
Oh my! If that forward smash hit, oh my God!
We got to be careful right now. Colorondo sitting at a really high percent. Ikan just on his first stock. If Colorondo can find a nice opening, perhaps he can do something. But it is looking like it is in Ikan's favor right now. Just be careful. But Colorondo popping off a little bit, getting that damage.
That Nair dislodging it. Ikan's got center stage again. That back air, that's probably going to do it. Yes, it is. Ikan taking game one a little bit closer than he probably wanted, but he gave it his all, and now it has awarded him a one-game lead out the gates of this set.
Oh, man.
All right. First of many water breaks in the set.
Yeah, there's a sweat upon my brow.
This, like I said, I love watching Ikan play so much. It's one of those things where it's overwhelming, and it's really something that, both as a fan of Street Fighter and Smash, it's
something
really
I
cool
also love about Ikan, he always uses Tekken music. Always. Thank you. Thank you. I know.
It's good and bad because it also reminds me that there's not as many Tekken 4 tracks in Smash. There's only 2.
I just like, what's the beach?
Yeah, that's Kitsch. That's a Lee Chalong stage.
Right. So now Ikan playing with some platforms, a little bit, familiar territory. Going to FD is something I don't see very often at the beginning of a round, but getting right back to the stage with a red fireball, but landing in the ground, not going to be very good. But this is exactly what happened in the first game. Colorondo with a huge lead and then Ikan striking back super hard.
And he had an opportunity to punish there, but didn't land with the down air properly. Already, Colorondo just going all around.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, a little bit too low. He did try that recovery early in the first set, and it managed to work, but he just wasn't close enough to the stage for the Tatsu to slow down his recovery.
a little. Something that everyone forgets about Inkling is the ink itself. It increases knockback and damage that Inkling deals to the person who is covered in ink. A lot of people underestimate that, but it can make or break a situation. I can hear the Tekken music blaring in the background. Oh man, hype set here 100%. Ikan has the ledge right now, just kind of guarding it against Colorondo, but Colorondo using his agility to get back to center stage and smacking Ikan back.
I'm about to say, anytime he's in advantage, you can tell he's taking his time. He's starting to play a little bit more of a patient neutral with Colorondo because he knows that there are certain times where he doesn't want to approach, and this is definitely one of those times where he's got to watch it.
Oh, a back air is going to take it. Now, something that I've noticed for Colorondo, Ikan doesn't use focus attack a lot. In fact, he only really uses it to get back to the stage, but Inkling's up air is really good at getting rid of it because it only takes one hit, and Inkling's is like 2 or 3, right?
Yeah, and most of a lot of toolkit, a lot of moves in Inkling's toolkit are multi-hit moves. So it does take focus attack out of the equation, but that's the thing about Ikan. He has a lot of different tricks out of how to use focus, and he uses it for movement instead of trying to bait it out for a punish or damage.
Oh, taking it. This is Ikan's last stock of the second round. Colorondo's sitting pretty right now, and he's taking his time. He realizes when he needs to like dodge and get out of the way, because Ikan can just steamroll when he wants to. But as soon as you turn that off from Ikan, you just have to slap him back, and you can see that right now, getting a nice conversion.
That bait on the focus was so beautiful, and now he's almost slapped him in percent as a result of it.
Look at that, but oh, missed DP is gonna hurt. This is a tough situation for Ikan right now. Oh.
Colorondo's looking for the roller. If he gets the roller, then it's going to be lights out no matter where Ikan's on the... Oh, down there, up there!
The splat is going to end the game. Nice. That was an incredible set. Ikan thought that going to a stage with platforms would help him out, but it only seemed to have really kind of benefited Inkling because it made sure he can get into the air a lot more often.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the detriments, is that now Colorondo has options to kind of force Ikan where to go in terms of landing.
Abyss of Time?
Oh, man. The Ikan music counterpick game, it's too strong.
Oh, what was the running joke? There was one Smash Major where they were choosing Darkham or and Galeem. They were going back and forth. We were running it back to small battlefield. Those larger platforms from PS2 kind of give Inkling an advantage with kind of up air, in my opinion, just because it can cover rolls a lot better. Seems that Ikan is playing a lot more aggressively. You can see he's sticking to Colorondo like glue right now. Something that he wasn't really doing in the last 2 sets, making sure he was like kind of almost there where he can poke him, but he's just been stuck to Colorondo.
I was about to say he could have actually had the opportunity to take an early stock there, but he missed the down air spike. Oh, he could have probably punished that.
Oh,
Jab block!
Oh no!
Into the roller! Charge up smash!
You are covered with ink right now. Ikan needs to bait this out or he's going to take an up air.
What a beautiful reversal from Colorondo. And now Ikan playing on the back foot at the start of the set, even though for the majority of this first bit, he's been in the percent lead.
Colorondo's been really good at dealing with auto turnaround, something that a lot of Smash players deal with against fighting game characters are their auto turnarounds, but that has been a non-issue for Colorondo, which speaks to the amount of skill that both of these players have.
Ikan's starting to, oh, miss input. Not to say he needs to hang back a little bit more, kind of rely on the zoning.
Getting back with focus attack, but Colorondo counterattacking that focus attack, and a back air is going to take it. Ikan sitting at 73% on his second stock. He really needs to get a nice conversion. All right.
Forward air.
Missing that down smash.
That down smash was trying to catch the roll, but he was a little bit too far away.
Well, Splat Bomb is hard to difficult to really space there. Hard to.
Yeah, at a certain percent, that's pretty much guaranteed against Ryu. So this is the rough spot for Ikan to be in right now.
This is not Ikan's last game. This is best of 5. So he still has a little bit of wiggle room, but you still, obviously you don't want to lose a set. But right now, I think Ikan is still just trying to figure out what to do against Inkling.
Yeah, I think the problem is that there's many times where he's trying to land with the neutral air, or just throw out the neutral air, or any sort of move to kind of get Colorondo off of him. But it's the neutral air, it's still a relatively small hitbox. You need to be up in on Inkling, but that's not where you want to be in this matchup. So I think maybe the clue is to maybe back off, rely more on your zoning, more on that red fireball damage to get him up to kill percent, and then start fishing for those options.
Oh no!
Oh, you didn't get punished for it. Still good.
All right, I get. So I'm holding my breath, ladies and gentlemen. All it takes is just one conversion to end this game, or for Ikan to seal out Colorondo's second stock.
Overhead, he had to drop the shield or else that would have been a break. On the platform safely.
Another red back.
Oh, those back airs, such good coverage from Colorondo.
Colorondo doesn't know how to deal with fireball, but that's game. All right, we're going to game 3.
And in a bad spot for Ikan, because that's another thing. Ryu is such a momentum-based character. You want to be constantly have that positive momentum in your favor, because if you don't, it's just an absolute killer. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but going back to Final Destination, maybe this is the key, taking away those platforms and taking away the opportunity for Colorondo to dictate where Ikan has to land, instead making it flat and even. So all he's got to worry about is staying on the ground and not have to worry anytime he gets a disadvantage above Colorondo.
Fireballs are also a really big threat now because you can't just dodge them by landing on a platform. You have to full jump, and that's a commitment. As you can see, throwing out fireballs. This is neutral right now, and he has to play a little patient because Inkling doesn't have a lot of options that really get punished on. Inkling's a really fast character, and Ikan kind of struggling to figure that out. He just needs to find, like, Colorado isn't like doing any committal options right now. He's just playing it safe. Oh, but missing it
the wrong way.
Maybe he was thinking like a roll or a jump out or something.
He was expecting the breakout early, and it was going to be a roll behind.
Ooh, that would have been dangerous.
That standing roundhouse, that's such a dangerous tool to get hit with, especially by the ledge. Great parry on the up tilt.
Recovering a little bit of ink. Dash attack goes through fireball.
It goes through normal. Red fireball is big enough to where it would catch it.
Right. Ikan needs to keep that in mind, using that red fireball, racking up a lot of damage. He's doing a lot better. Usually the last 2 games were one-sided in Colorondo's situation, but Ikan seems to be turning it around.
Oh, that grenade hit. Yeah, he didn't have a jump, didn't have anywhere else to go. That was a checkmate situation for sure.
You say he tried to fireball it too. I wasn't sure what he was thinking there. Maybe he thought it would explode a little bit early, but it's a bomb. It's going to have like a big area of effect. Oh, but nice damage.
There's the grown man damage coming back in again.
Grown man damage. There it is.
Oh, God.
It's so guttural. Oh, that is a really good way to escape that option. Does he have, or he is able to make it back to the stage, but Nair landing backwards? I mean, it worked. We're right back.
It was very scary. I thought Ikan didn't have his jump for a second there, but he did manage to make it back safely. The chase with the dash attack.
This is neutral if I've ever seen it right now.
Oh, got it. He's got it. So now he's got the stock lead. If he can get a couple of good conversions at this percent, he can kill Colorondo very early, but no, he's not going to get that chance. We're back to even. Colorondo on match point.
The crowds are cheering right now. St. Louis versus Chicago. This is Ikan's match point. If he can pull through this, it goes to a Game 4 situation. Colorondo in the lead right now. Perhaps those nerves are getting to Ikan. Oh, jumping straight out of it. Can't be punished. Tatsumaki.
More fireballs in. Roller just to get away. Gets a grab.
This is not a situation you want to be in. Above Inkling is a really hard situation for...
This is the disadvantage that Ikan doesn't want to be in.
Oh, no! That's gonna be this game! That's game!
Colorondo moving on in winner's side. Ikan is sent into losers. St. Louis showing up and saying, nah, it's not going to be that easy to send us into the losers bracket. Great stuff from Colorondo. Good stuff to Ikan. We're going to probably be seeing him later on in the tournament. And, man...
I was torn.
I feel for my boy, but you know what? That Colorondo honestly was razor sharp that entire set.
This was a perfect set for me because I'm from St. Louis. I'm from the St. Louis scene. But I'm here in Chicago for school. So, you know, I have to cheer both of them on. I can't pick a winner. But Colorondo, someone who I've played in brackets and who I've talked to personally, same with Ikan, it's really cool to see how they've grown and how they've developed and just going at each other with such skill. It's incredible. It's immaculate. Something that you can see in pretty much every fighting game. It's something that's put on display here at Frosty Faustings.